Hey guys, it's Stephanie. It's so good to see you, and if you are new, welcome. I am doing a look on how to do these faux freckles, so I don't know if you can really see them all too well, but these are my faux freckles. I'm going to show you how to get them. You just gotta keep watching. Hey guys, okay. So I'm going to start off with my base, so I am going to start with primer. And I'm going to use the e.l.f. Luminous Matte Makeup Primer. So I hope everybody had a really good New Year's. I know this is the first video of 2020, so welcome. And if you're in like the far future, I hope we finally have flying cars. Or free Apple Music with our phones. That's a real want. So then I'm going to go ahead and put my foundation on. And today I am using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. And I'm using shade 118, which is light beige. This one's much more light to medium. I would say it's definitely buildable though, so if you're worried about it not being too heavy, you know, you can always just go in with like a light hand and not have to really build it up or worry about it being too heavy right off the bat. This one you can build up if necessary. And then with like a faux freckle look, you definitely want to keep your foundation looking very natural, because if you want your freckles to really be believable, which by all means you don't have to, you know, freckles are usually something that's popping out from underneath your foundation, which if you have a really heavy looking foundation, it's not going to exactly match the reality of what you're not going to put on heavy foundation and still have your freckles showing. So I'd say that's a pretty good amount of coverage. I don't really want to go back over with like another layer or anything like that. I think I'm actually kind of happy with that. And there's still a little bit of redness peeking through, like here on my chin and around here on my eyebrows, but I'm not gonna be super picky about it. I'm not gonna create a big fuss, so I think I'm good with it. So the next thing I want to go ahead and do is go ahead and put my concealer. I'm going to do the Too Faced Born This Way, and I'm doing this in light. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put just about everything on except for the freckles, basically. We're just going to put a tiny bit on there, and I don't want to put it all over my face. I'm just going to put it underneath my eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and contour with my California in a Box. This is the Malibu Beach collection, and this one's by Catrice Cosmetics. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this, and I'm gonna take this lighter bronzer color, and I'm just gonna great. So I'm gonna jump into a bit of blush. And when I mean a bit, I mean a lot. So, and I'm gonna go in with the bronze, the blush. And I'm just gonna do a little bit, tap off some of the excess, and then just start to put it around the cheekbones, on the apples, and then just start to bring it up, around, and on my nose. And this kind of gives also the illusion of a bit of, you know, you just came from out of the sun as well. And where the sun follows, so do freckles. Don't be too afraid of blush. Blush is always one of the first things to go whenever you are out and about on your day and, you know, you start to notice your makeup start to kind of come apart, come off, and usually I always find that blush is the first thing to be one of those things that do come off. So I'm definitely kind of happy with that. Next, I want to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and highlight. I'm going to use the Wet n Wild You Glow Girl highlighter. It's a loose highlighting powder, and it's kind of like this pinkish color. And what I like to do is I like to actually just take what's on the lid and I just like to take my little highlighting brush and I just take a tiny bit, like then I go back and I dust off everything I can because that's a lot. Okay, so it's so pretty. I love this highlighter. Plus, it goes kind of with this look because it's pink and it kind of helps go with the whole out in the sun kind of look. But on the downside, it also is basically like putting on glitter. Ooh, now we get to the fun part where we actually get to start dotting on some freckles. So there's two that I like to use for faux freckles. So this is the Aurora Intensively Precise Eyeliner, and it is I was trying to look for a color. It doesn't have the color, but it's brown. It's a brown color, so I don't know if you can see that brown, but it's brown. And it's a felt tip, and it's really nice. And then the other one I also like to use is the NYX Sculpt and Highlight Brow Contour, and the one I use is blonde. So I like to use, there's a tip for the actual brow side, and then there's a tip for like the contouring side of the brow. We're just gonna use the brow part because it's a pretty light brown. I mean, it's pretty good whenever you start to dot it and things like that, so it makes it look really light and airy, and some of them don't even like really show up too dark, and that's what you want. You want that dimension with your freckles. You don't want it to be super pigmented because then you're just gonna have a lot of pigmented dots. You want that dimension of really light. Some of them are covered, some of them aren't perfect. And then just so you see this one, this is the Aurora one. So we get definitely a little bit darker of a color brown with this one. So I'm actually going to start with this one. And another thing I like to do is when I dot it, I'll like kind of tap on it just to loosen up some of the color, and it actually will transfer it, if I'm quick enough, somewhere else. So So to blend out some of our little freckles, I'm going to take just a tiny bit of concealer and just kind of dab it on top just to help blend everything. Help make it seem not so pigmented in certain areas. So you can see how adding some of the foundation kind of lightens up some of them and creates that dimension that I was talking about. And kind of repeat this process a little bit until you are happy with your faux freckles. Okay, so I'm kind of at a point where I'm kind of happy with them. So what I do kind of want to do next is reapply some of the blush. So I'm gonna go back and reapply that blush, especially across the bridge of the nose. To kind of top off the whole like natural look, I am going to just use the Filler Instinct by NYX, and I'm using Brunch Drunk. So this one is supposed to kind of help plump up your lips. And then it's also just a glitter. Okay guys, so this is our finished look. I hope you guys like it. Let me know in the comments what you want to see next from me. So let me know in the comments what you guys want to see next from me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys so much, and I hope 2020 is going to be an amazing year for all of us, and I'm ready to see what comes next. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.